Great morning. I was looking for that specific thing this morning in the book. I found it. So I'm going to go ahead and just read this part. And okay. Introduction to the art of, no, I'm going to start with this other. I'm going to read, this, The Fine Art of Contemplative Meditation, Introduction to the Art of Ritual, the Personalized Altar and Ritual, Color, Sense, Spiritual Images, etc., Settings and Environments. So, the fine art of meditation is a process of becoming centered and calm. Then you begin the process of opening your senses to explore the object, focus, or concept of your intended meditative contemplation. This is a visualization meditation. Once you learn the basics of this, you may go on to open-eye meditative contemplation or meditation on a concept or idea using the same type of basic format. Once learned, this process may be altered and modified by you to fit your own personality and higher self-awareness. It is my fervent desire to open you to the limitless possibilities of the universe. Once connected to your own higher self, the need for an outside instructor becomes unnecessary. Pick a place where you won't be disturbed and where you feel totally safe and secure. Pick a meditation type of music, such as flute, rhythmic drums, electronic, or perhaps a CD or tape of nature sounds. You may even do this exercise outdoors, at the beach, or at any other place where you feel safe and undisturbed. If music or nature sounds are distracting, you may just sit quietly and concentrate on focused breathing. You may sit in a chair, on the floor, or on the ground in a comfortable position. Relax by breathing gently in and out while coming into sync with the music or nature sounds. When you've reached a slowing of outside stimuli and begin to allow all stress, worries, and negativity to start moving down through the body and out into the ground, breathing gently and calmly, start to allow and feel your senses to become ever more open. See yourself as a flower, which starts as a bud and slowly opens with the warmth of the sun to become a radiant, colorful, and fragrant flower. Now start to explore the color, the brilliance of how it looks. Explore how the color feels. Is it warm or cool? How does it make you feel? What does it project to yourself and to others? Now start to explore the fragrance. Is it sharp or sweet? How does it affect you and others by its fragrance? Allow yourself to merge with the flower and to sense its life and purpose. Does it have emotions and feelings? What wisdom does it convey to you and teach you? Give thanks to the flower for sharing with you its knowledge and kindness. Now it is time to move on to other experiences. The universe is yours to explore and to gain wisdom from and to merge with. Learn to feel the connection to all plants, animals, peoples, and earth. Once connected, move out into the universe and to God, the Great Spirit, which gives all life, light, and love. Be always grateful, loving, and kind, and know that we are always connected to the universe and that we never stand alone in a vacuum. Go with God and love. Next, we have the introduction to the art of ritual. What is ritual? Why do we do it? How has it been used through the centuries? Why are colors, stones, music, and candles used? Are images needed and why? All of these are important questions, and answers are surprisingly simple. Ritual has been used since the beginnings of time. Cain and Abel used the altar to offer up the first fruits of their labors to God. The Christian Church uses ritual to prepare communion, and there is ritual in the taking of communion. Each ethnic tribe has developed and maintained ongoing rituals and ceremonies particular to their own traditions. These are ceremonies and rituals used each day that we participate in without a thought as to why. Look at the marriage ceremonies, and in Japan, the time-honored ritual of the tea ceremony. On a lighter note, the ritual of making the morning coffee. Ritual is what we do to set up a particular thought process. It is used to heighten your senses and your consciousness, to connect the outer and inner worlds. It is used to demonstrate an outer expression of an inner truth or revelation, thus keeping the inner processes on a more tangible level. The use of ritual sets up a circular process whereby the outer ritual connects you to the inner world. Then the inner world begins to manifest outwardly until even the most routine of jobs may be transformed into a meaningful ritual connecting the inner and outer realities. The stones, colors, music, and ritual are a focus to allow you to connect with your higher awareness, spirituality, and God. Never lose awareness that all energy, color, light, love, and manifestation ultimately come from God. Now we move on to the personalized altar and ritual. The altar is as personal as you are, and as you move and progress towards higher awareness, don't be surprised at how your altar evolves and how your rituals seem to evolve and change. Use those items which have special significance for you. Each item should remind you of a quality or state you wish to have or emulate. Ritual is an important part of obtaining and keeping on a spiritual path. Rituals are a very personal experience, so don't be afraid to experiment and see what works best for you. Tried and true methods are great and may be used alone or incorporated into your own ritual as you see fit. But do not discount your own wisdom to create the ritual that moves you towards a sense of connection with spirituality. Your ritual may be as fluid or structured as you wish. You may even wish to experiment with dance or the playing of an instrument, such as drum or even conch shell. Remember, use whatever has significance for you and have fun. Following is a partial list, just to give you an idea of what to look for in evaluating your sense of what you would like to use. Besides using this list to set up an altar, it may also be used to see what colors draw you to a spiritual feeling. Thus, use at least one item that you wear to keep your mind centered on spirituality or love or wisdom, etc. This method also can be used with jewelry, such as colored stones, crystals, etc. Don't forget about your workplace. A color, a stone, or a picture of a landscape that has spiritual significance, whether it's a desert, ocean waves, waterfalls, or even redwood forest, this can be a great mental refresher in a hectic day. Use the following lists and mark whichever things move your spirit and then use them in creative ways. So now we go on to colors, scents, spiritual images, etc. Remember always, for each of these lists, there are no right or wrong answers. As each is subjective depending on your reality, answers may change as your reality changes. Colors. What color do you see as spiritual? What color do you see as grounding? What color do you see as pure love? What color do you see as total purity? What color do you see as energetic? What color do you see as healing? What color do you see as wisdom? What color do you see as protective? Sense. What sense do you feel as spiritually uplifting? What scent denotes to you pure love? What scent denotes to you purity? What scent makes you feel more energetic? What scent do you sense as healing? What scent puts you in a meditative state? Note, scents may take a while to determine, so take them slowly. Try different incenses and essential oils to evaluate. When evaluate essential oils, don't smell too many in one session. Try the citrus scents for energy. Spiritual images. Note, if traditional images are difficult for you to relate to at this time, then use someone that you hope to emulate. Some of the ones are spiritual as Jesus, Mohammed, Krishna, Kuan Yin, Buddha, Ganesh, Shiva, ascended masters. Settings and environments. Note, if one or more of these environments evoke a feeling of peace and spiritual harmony, either visit there to do ritual work and meditation, or put up a picture near your altar to put you in the mood. So look at these settings or environments: desert, meadows, forest, ocean, clear sky, clouds, sun, mountains, rain, thunder, waterfalls, lightning, lake, river, pine trees, or redwoods. Items to consider: drum, conch shell, gong, Tibetan bowls, bell chime, gourd, rattle, rain stick, feather, stones, candles, flowers, incense. Note, you can use water to represent fluidity or stones for strength. Remember to be creative. This is to help you work on changing your mindset to a more positive consciousness. But know this, that in the end, all of these acts must be transcended to reach realization or enlightenment. These may be used as steps along the way, but they will not take you to the ultimate truth. If you can move beyond these now, then do so. If not, use them, but do not cling to them. Be ready to move as the universe moves and unfolds. While a positive mind is better than a pessimistic, all of this simply mind play in the end. And in order to reach realization, we must slow and simplify and move in the end beyond mind and all concepts. So, if you choose to use any of these methods, do not take them to be the end. There is more to go into the silence and beyond the ego self-identification. Then we go on to writing. I'm going to read a couple of these. Spirituality. Spirituality is seeing the oneness of creation, becoming aware of an inner peace, and allowing it to be manifest outwardly as your actions come into harmony with the ongoing, ever-flowing source of unconditional love. We are ever striving to not strive. Learn to step back and go with the flow instead of trying to swim upstream. Experience the endless possibilities of life. Enjoy, sit back, and allow others to experience their realities and lives and enjoy the differences. The pathway. And this is something, that one can use as a prayer, as a way to conduct, a way to set up for higher consciousness. May I walk the path in humility. May my mind be focused on my goal. May I see and correct my own faults, leaving my brothers and sisters to correct their own. May my lips speak wisdom. May my hands give kindness. May my feet walk in peace. May my eyes see purity wherever I look. May my heart find joy in all that I do. May my constant prayer be that all beings find a path to God and enlightenment. So there you have it. Those are some things. Now, it's not to say that these things are not beneficial. You can't go from starting the path to the deep waters if you haven't learned to swim. Okay, that's foolishness, because you're just going to drown. You're not going to get anywhere. But these are valuable if you are in the beginnings of the journey and you need something to focus on. You need a way to center, to still, to remind you to go forward. Then these are perfectly wonderful to use. Eventually you get to a point where you open enough that you expand beyond this. You expand into looking deeper. But this, doing the ritual and doing these things aids one to come to a point where they can be more still, more centered, able to look, able to sit there and watch what's taking place without being so moved, and in a tailspin. Okay, so these types of practices again can aid one to begin to still and center, have a goal, go forward, be positive in your journey. Okay, everything is step by step. In the end, you transcend and transition beyond these, but again, you have to do things in steps. There are those that are going to say, you don't need to do any of that, you just jump into deep water. Well, you don't jump in deep water unless you know how to swim, okay? So I'm going to leave this here, love and light. And again, this was taken out of the Song of the Butterfly, Finding the Freedom Within. In here are just a lot of little snippets of things to think about, reject, hold to, whatever. They're just jumping off points for you and your own journey. You may not agree with them. That's fine. Not a problem. If there are things that just really, are knee-jerk to you, then pass it by. Okay? Pass it by. Then it's not for you at this time and moment. Now, you may read something that all of a sudden just, it causes a light to go off, And that's what it's for. It's to aid you in your own journey through consciousness, through the mind, to be able to look at things and go to deeper levels. Okay? So thanks for tuning in, love and light. See you online.